Hello, my name is Lalita Raman. I'm an executive coach and facilitator. In that, I help organizations and the people working in these organizations to be successful. How do I do that? Essentially by helping them get better at what they do, by helping them overcome their challenges, using their strengths more effectively. A typical day on my job, I must say, I think each day for me is different. How so and why so? I run my own company and my day sometimes is spent coaching people individually or as a group or as a team. Sometimes facilitating workshops, which could be maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, maybe one full day, 2 days or 3 days. Some other days are spent on business development where I meet people, either face-to-face or online. And one thing that's really constant every single day of the week is I do yoga and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I also engage myself in high-intensity gym workouts, which really gives me the energy to be good at what I do. I also read and engage in personal development courses, which I consider as an essential and fulfilling part of my journey. Best part about my job is meeting people, figuring out who they are, exploring what do they want to get better at, exploring their strengths, helping them find their strengths, helping them figure out what do they appreciate about themselves. And for me, a very fulfilling moment is when I coach people and they are able to get breakthroughs in areas that they want. Well, I wanted to be a doctor, landed up in investment banking, where I spent 20 years of my work life. And most of those 20 years I spent in sales and trading. I grew tremendously in banking. And yet I came back to do my inspiration or aspiration in life, which is essentially to help people. So for the past 8 years, I'm in the business of development of people. And that essentially involves helping people to get over their challenges, managing their emotional intelligence. And when people manage their emotional intelligence well, they're able to manage their anxiety and stress in a better way. And therefore, there are positive results in their health, and hopefully they would not need to go to the doctor. And in doing what I do to help people, I think I've achieved my aspiration to become a doctor in an indirect way. A key moment in my career journey was 16 years back when I took on a bigger role at a new bank which involved building a revenue-making business in a short span of time. Building a business meant looking at the entire food chain and not the sales part alone, which I was responsible directly for. I knew I would not have any issues earning the initial commissions, understanding the operations, processes, etc. That was easy. A crucial part of the food chain was also be able to deal with different people. What was challenging for me then was to deal with senior management, some of my peers and colleagues from many different cultures. Things that were out of my comfort zone was public speaking, standing in front of 20 to 30 people, getting them to listen to what I had to say, be able to convince them. Being a direct communicator, I also had to make sure that I reframe or frame my communication in a way that it lands well on the audience, and essentially build my self-confidence and internal credibility. And none of this happened overnight. It took time, and yet I achieved it with determination, believing in myself, and tremendous support from my family. Best piece of advice that I've been given. Now, life often throws quite a lot of adversities at us. And no matter what life throws, the only thing we can choose is our attitude. And this was not an advice that was given to me, but I have seen that my parents have chosen their attitude by leading by example And that's how I have learned from them. Thank you.